Hello and welcome to episode 18 of my Spaceblock series. I'm Icon and today, we're going to hopefully finish the purple science packs. In between that, I've made one or two things that will change something. So I crafted myself some legs so I can go faster. I figured that it was about time to go for some power armor because, factory grew quite big. Movement speed didn't grow. We changed that. The other thing that I did in between the episodes is that I have now created a little factory for gray science. It's not that well visible right now, but yeah, here, military science. Because I discovered that the portable fusion reactor, which would give me a really nice way of creating power for my power armor, actually does require military tech. I did plan to totally skip out on military tech in this run, but that was finally the reason why I didn't. So, I decided to build this little machine here off camera because for one, I was bored while waiting for more landfill to be produced, and I didn't want to produce more landfill. And the other thing was, what I stated right there. The other change that has happened, I'm now a proud owner of a semi-automatic production of blue circuits. It works like that. You put red circuits manually in there, and it spits out blue circuits automatically. It was a little bit of a workaround because I wanted to have the blue circuits available before I mass produced them because they are in so many products. You get the idea. I felt as if that were really useful things. Apart from that, nothing much has changed. This facility here is in good shape, and we're up to the rest of the building parts today. Just wanted to give you a brief review about what has happened in between. So these two blocks here, they will be quite easy after all. This one will be a rather small facility. If I check out the numbers, it's only 36 buildings. Compared to this one, 159 buildings, but most of that is smeltering. Like the steel production makes up most of the entire craft recipe here. Building order. So we're going to grab a couple of things. Well, I do have enough of these, but I'm pretty sure that I'm out of steel furnaces. Yeah. So overall, I have scaled up accordingly to my needs somewhat, and I feel pretty ready for the late game now. The next step will be the purple science and also the new items that come with that, basically. But beyond that, I think I won't have enough assemblers. But beyond that, I am really fit. I feel really fit for tackling the rest of that. Just need to make sure that I keep the landfill coming and expand my space island accordingly. There will be one more administerial thing that is ought to happen, and that's power generation, because I'm pretty sure that my little steam array here will one day not quite be sufficient anymore. So we're going to put down the whole steel production and all that here, I thought. There's a lot of room here already, and let's see. Can I steal something for the steel? Now, I did create this wonderful little mess there, and I can safely just copy that, I'd say. So we're going to start out with, again, the top-to-bottom construction attempt. I'm going to put the assembly machines... Do I want to specify already where the assembly machines will be or not? Actually, no. I want to start out with the smeltering process and then go into the coal. Pretty primitive today. So we're going to need 51 of the space matter furnaces. That's going to be... It's 40. That's 51, 54, 52. That would be exactly 50. I'll take the block like that. But I want to have both of the top side belts in it. Here we go. Two extra assemblers should do the trick. So the only question now is, will it work with that order of inserters, or do I need to reconfigure them? Also, where does this all gonna live at? So I think I'm going to produce the coal up here and let it flow downwards towards this. Yeah, I like the idea of that. And then we're going to output the steel somewhere here, I guess. Maybe I'll make it a little bit wider. Let's see. So first off, I'm going to slam this down here. I really am happy that I took the time to craft me a couple of exoskeletons to get the job done more quickly. Okay, let's see. So this looks... Yeah. This works out as it should. Nice. Now we only need to let the nanobots do their magic. I really enjoy how much faster things go nowadays. So let's do a little bit of a counting job again. So 52 of them. Alright, nice. A lot of people use blueprint books for that sake, but that's something I really don't like to do. Somehow. Okay, we're going to need 27 of them each. So let's grab that like that. So that makes a total of 54. Well, I'm gonna need only one more on one side. Well, okay, we're just going to dismantle one then. Here, yeah, one of them is too much. That's not the issue there. Okay, please fit in, please fit in. Okay, it looks good. So it can output the steel towards the top side. I'll build it something like that. I love this. This is so much more convenient. If I have enough ammunition, yeah, I did. Wonderful. Okay. When your bots have that kind of speed, it's not that stressful anymore. Okay, now I just need to make sure that I do read these correctly. That's gonna be the most difficult part. And also, I want to have some more medium power poles. I really need to automate them one day. I keep forgetting that. Always until I record the episodes, and then while I'm recording, I don't want to build something as boring as a 74 power poles. But I eventually should, actually. Okay, so let's grab that. Don't I have a good example for coal production here? This one. Building blocks of 10. Wonderful. So let's do this like that. I need 24 of those. Oops. Okay. I always like to do one extra. Wait a sec. Now I confused myself. So, well, I'm gonna do this like that. I'm always paranoid about the inserter directions now, because I did so many mistakes back then. Still does work as it should. I gotta say, I do see one thing in this factory so far. A more centralized approach of material production would save me a lot of these shenanigans here. Add one for one side, but the other thing is, due to the nature how this whole factory is compiled. I want to say so. It's extremely self-sufficient. Like, every part of this factory should be able to move under full pressure until the very end. Just quite delightful. Oh, come on, belts? Seriously? I had a hard time deciding how to weave my belt there. I guess you all noticed. Okay, so that's the steel. Things are going a lot faster now. So, do I have a brick factory yet? No, but I can use whatever smelter array I deem fit for that. Wait a sec, I don't want these in front of the belts. That can be quite nasty. Okay, so there we go. Let's arrange the coal distribution. So in this setup, we have it quite simple. One goes there, one goes there. Here we are. That's all with that. But how did this little monstrosity work again? Oh, I'll have to check it up on the original state. So coal goes in on all belts except for one, basically. The red one is for the ore. Every yellow one is for coal. Okay. So I'll do the distributor up here right away. And then we'll have to split it 3 times again. This array will take a while until it's fully loaded, I can already tell. But that's okay, I mean, I don't really mind. Oh, one too early. I mean, in the end, it's enough production for all, and this could be, though, now that I think more closely about it, one day be an issue. I had to check. Yeah, these are correct. These two? Yeah, they're just... yeah, they're picking up that. What have I done here? Well, I think I did do something wrong there. So the... oh yeah, the outside lanes. Wait a sec. What the hell did I do there? Oh, I forgot to copy one necessary lane. And now everything doesn't work. Oh no. Okay, we'll have to do this. We'll just move this little catastrophe a little bit more into this direction, and then everything will be fine. Okay. So that's why nothing works. But it ain't that horrible. It could have been worse. That's why I like robotics so much. It makes these situations a lot easier to handle because you're just able to move these things. All right. So let me do that real quick off camera. Now, not only did I fix my mess, I also ammoed up myself again with things that are just necessary, basically. Okay, so with that out of the way, all that's missing now is a little bit of iron. So let's get started. While the machines will replicate that stuff, I'll be busy setting up the stone production there for the rest of that. But before I do so, probably finish the power here. And also maybe transfer the ore to where it wants to be. So this little factory part here can work as well. And bring out the steel here, and if I remember correctly, it should be working like that, but I leave the last one open. I sometimes have a hard time imagining properly how that stuff actually flows. Okay, let's go for the next step. So I can just replicate this design here. 22 space matter furnaces are totally sufficient for our plans. Let's string that in here. Totally okay with that for me. All right. And we have to supply coal and, well, let's take another string. And also, you know, while I'm at it, just make it look like it is more. It does serve no purpose apart from pleasing my eye. I know that. Okay, let's do this like that, and I think... Oh no, that's not the last coal supplier, dang. So we'll have to string away one more time for the actual furnaces. So... let's see, there's only 6 of them necessary. 6. Yeah. Combining materials on one belt is so much easier, but like putting the stone and the coal on one belt. Usually I do that, but with the whole replication business, I started to simplify things here a bit. Or generalize in a lazy way. But that's okay. I don't care. As long as it works, it works. Oh. Now, the only thing missing here is stone, you know? These machines definitely produce more stone when stone is included. Also some coal, of course, but that's an entirely different story. Let's hand load them a bit. Eventually the coal production will reach all parts of this array, but it'll take a while, you know? It's already backing up here, but until that's completed, it takes a little bit of time. Okay, so now I got the necessary materials for the electric furnaces. I'd say I'll go with that production over here. Yeah, let's do this. So steel goes here with an unnecessary amount of underground belts, or excessive amount of underground belts, I should rather say. Oh, this is a red one, so I'll rather break it up here. Praise the spaghetti. Okay. There goes one. I'll do that right again now. With the bricks there, but let's face it, it's better if I do it like that. Oh yeah. So, no game, not what I wanted. I love that new feature that strings in the underground belts for you like that. I mean, it's not that new anymore, but I really, really enjoy that one. Okay, and last but not least, we'll be needing the red circuitry here. So I can split off something here. Yeah. Let's leave that here so it looks a little bit more tidy. I mean, it's absolute madness to take so much effort for just 3 assemblers, but little do I care. Oh, come on, seriously? Belts again? I really love the fact that I got my super legs now. This does help so much when going for these lengthy ordeals. Oh, wait a sec. I'm also noticing that a couple of things. Oh, dang. Shouldn't have picked up that stack. Never mind. Okay. So that's gonna be the second ingredient for the purple science packs, so big piece of progress here, big piece of progress. Looks so measly to have these together like that. Oh, wait a sec. Oh, yeah, I know. Dude. Can totally save us this mess. Simplified, at least here a little bit, you know, at least here. If not anything else. No. Here we go. It's alive! Okay. So, I'll have to string that in here. Okay. So, let's run that here, and here we go. And for the last ingredient, so this should be actually the easiest one, that's why I left it for the last piece. And let's see, so we're only going to need to produce a little bit of copper, a little bit of iron, and yeah. So we're going to build that whole business. Well, I want to try and fill it in here, because I feel as if this would be a pretty nice way of using the room I got. Okay, so let's just fantasize that I will be building these things here. 3, 6, and 7. Maybe I'll be able to do this. Who knows? So we're going to have to produce copper and iron, smelt it a little bit. Nothing too wild. So the actual coal production for that, I'm gonna whip that down here. Alright. This will be less copy pasta and more handcrafting, this scenario. Because there's, well, rather small array. I like to hand tinker those. Oops, that was bad. Let's power them up. So that they can really produce the necessary stuff as quick as possible. Now, and here we go. Just the necessary materials. 4, 5, 6 each. So I'm going to try to do a little bit of a design like that. It's 6, isn't it? Okay. So here goes the copper. Out and in, just like I'm used to. Oops. And we're going to have where do we smelt that stuff? Yeah, I'll do it here. I like that one. So I'm going to pipe that stuff down here. And, well, we're going to longhand output that. I don't care. That's okay. This way I'm using the coal line quite efficiently. Oops. Okay, let's give them something to work. Ah, of course they need. They need to feed. Okay. Okay. So this one will go quite similar. And we'll need 3 furnaces there. Let's do this like that again. Oh yeah, I like how this works out now. I started recently to leave more room between the replicators and the actual smelters. Not only because I'm running steel furnaces now that make the whole business a little bit different, but also because even if you are using regular furnaces, this does eliminate the risk of starving out your replicators. Because that did happen quite often to me, and it's quite annoying. Okay, so we got to pick up from there. And let's go there. Wonderful. Neat little machine. These ones are running too. So now we're only going to need to transform that stuff into copper wire. So does this work? 5 fast inserters and long-handed inserters, they can output that quickly enough also. So let's do something crazy here. Should be enough room to pull off the trick. Here we go, because actually that's all we want from this project. And now I can easily string these together and do that. Oh, that's a little bit too early. Let's do this like that. Neat, huh? I like it. I really like it how that worked. So we're only going to need now to power it up. And string that little bad boy into the production right here. So, kind of a tragedy. Well, that's okay. It's only tragic that I have to spaghetti it all the way up here to get the job done, but who cares? In the end, it doesn't matter. Well, no, we're going to make the output go that way. Alright. That's so cool. It's a pretty long way to get there. Not gonna lie. Although I gotta say, the red circuitry was pretty much the biggest troublemaker in the whole equation, but I knew that already. That's why I did that in between, because I knew it will be like that. There we go. So might as well do this like that. Or can I? So let's see. Looking positive. Okay. Yeah. So, well, actually, now that I think about it, the other way would be actually better. Oh yeah, all right. Tidy things up a bit, you know. So I'll just use that in here. Ah, that's that. That's a lot cleaner than the stuff we had before. So the furnaces are already there. The packs are swarming in. Okay, like I said, this is a very small setup there. I knew that there wouldn't be too much to it. And I'm really happy how I stringed that together. So, there's one of you not working though. Here we go. Now that's better. No, I get it. So they have a certain... Hold that. Ah, yeah, of course. They weren't able to fully to fully produce there because they didn't have the full input of material with a core. Of course. Makes perfectly sense. Yeah, now it evens out. Okay, so let's see. Do we have purple signs already on the loose? Yes, we do. Didn't even put up the inserters yet. Alright, my friends, that's that. So in the upcoming episodes, we'll head towards the next science packs. I'll have to check out what I'll have to do to get the ball rolling first. I mean, this is, I already kind of like plotted it out. I say kind of like because it is not really a complete blueprint here. I hate what I see when I look at this, especially since we're going to need to get a lot of other things going to set this all in motion. This looks pretty harmless, but it ain't. Every single of these building blocks here needs a really high amount of work, and can't wait to do this. But I'll definitely have to plan this out before starting this. Although now that I look more closely at it, the blue circuitry will be the most strenuous part. But beyond that, maybe it's all easier than I think. Here we will have a huge demand in copper. Same goes for the low density structures, but actually now that I look more closely on it, I am quite surprised to see how low the actual demand is. I want to do this oil part here a little bit more compact. I don't like the primitive setup there that I stringed in there. We're going to use the advanced oil processing here for sure. Alright, but before that happens, well, let's see. There's going to be a lot of things that I can't research now. First and foremostly, of course, I want to have the tier 3 assemblers. They are, in my opinion, the most important part of technology, a piece of technology that was still missing for me. Beyond that, let's see. I can't wait to get into that. I mean, I feel as if I'm getting closer and closer to completion of this one, which is really cool. I mean, it is pretty small. It's just vanilla content, I know. But I never finished the game once with vanilla, and yeah, Spaceblock made me do it. Completing the tutorial now, finally, basically. But yeah, just checking out if everything's working out now. Yeah. There is a short moment of pause there, but well, I can't really change that. It doesn't, it's not because of the belt being too slow or anything. It's just, it's gonna be okay. Anyways, so thanks for watching. Next episode, I'm going to start building this behemoth here. But yeah, let's see. I guess I will in between set up a couple of things in the mall to make sure that everything will be fine for that. I did turn on off my legs, didn't I? Alright, so drop your comments down below, leave a like on that video to make it more visible to other people, and of course, consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. I'd be deeply delighted if you did so, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell to not miss any new episodes from my side. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.